Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if you are new. We are building a small family home for a couple of Sims who just adore fall. They love Halloween, all things spooky, but more on like the quirky side of Halloween and not so much the scary side of Halloween. This approach was actually a ton of fun to do because usually in fall I'm all about the more dark, moody, cozy vibes and not that like the light colored, whimsical can't be cozy. You know what I mean? But it's really definitely more haunted. However, I did see like an inspiration picture over on Pinterest. So if you aren't following me on Pinterest and you want to, I do post all of my Simspiration stuff to like a specific board that is public now, and you can follow it and you can kind of see where my mind is at. If not, I will try to link the picture down below so you guys can go and check it out and kind of get an idea of what I was going for. But this is pretty much the shape already, and what I loved most about the picture that I saw was the mix and match of like blues and reds, which I very rarely, almost never ever do. Red, especially in The Sims 4, is such a hard color to build with, but it's also a very prominent color in the fall, so I really wanted to kind of see what we can do with it. I personally really like how it came out, so I hope you guys do too. Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Before we continue talking about the build though, I do want to share that thanks to the EA Creator Network, I am giving away one PC game code to the new Life and Death expansion pack. All you have to do to enter is fill out a short Google form. This is linked in the description below, as well as on the community tab. The only requirement is that you're following me on at least one social media platform, and I will announce the winner on October 31st. I hope you guys like this different way of entering a giveaway. I saw a creator do that for the recent kits not too long ago, and I just love the idea because it gives everyone on different platforms a way to enter. Previously, I've done it just through YouTube or just through, not Instagram, Twitter. But not everyone is crazy like me and has an account on every single social media platform. So this way, we kind of spread the love a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. For future giveaways, I would love to kind of expand the option for not just PC players, but other consoles as well, because I know we are all a little different here, and it's just definitely interesting to see. Now that that is over, we are making a kind of makeshift flower box here. In the picture, they had like some kind of red detailing on the bottom of this bay window, I'm gonna call it. We can't really do that unless I wanted to do like red wallpaper, but I didn't want to do that. I really like the blue. This was just a fun alternative, and I repeat it on the back end of the build. Back end of the build sounds a little funny to say, but you know, the backyard, the, let's say, dark side of the build. We're also mix matching some windows from base game with Snowy Escape. That door is from, I believe, Growing Together. It's a recent pack. And I do change the swatch of that to like the slightly less bright red swatch. It's more of a like brownish with a red, like a red brown, you know. But how are you guys? I hope you're enjoying your October so far. I, for one, cannot believe we're halfway through and that November and December are really like right upon us, and all of a sudden it's going to be 2025 and my head is spinning just thinking about it. Do you guys have any plans for Halloween? Are you dressing up this year? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear. I don't have a costume planned, and honestly, I haven't planned a costume in many years because work just seems to throw me for a loop, and these last few months of the year for me are just insanely busy. If you guys don't know, I am in like a retail position, but upper management. So holiday season is kind of crazy, and all of our preparation that we've been doing all year is finally like here and upon us, and It's just insane, and I'm really trying to get ahead in some recordings so that I don't fall behind, but every year I do tend to fall behind a little bit, but then come January I'm itching and ready to go. But no worries, there's always going to be hopefully at least one video a week. That is the goal. I know some weeks recently I've been able to push out 2 or 3, which have been really awesome, although the third one has been Tiny Glade videos. If you don't know what that is, the Cliff Notes version is it's a cozy building simulation game, and it's super fun. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I talk about it in the other video. I did 2 videos so far, one with voiceover, one without. If you're curious, go and check them out. Anywho, we have all of our colors picked out here besides changing that swatch on the door, and now we are playing with the roof decals and kind of adding some interest up here. I've been trying to do this more often, especially in recent builds. I have a new build that's ready, and it's already on the gallery, hint hint, just like this one is if you're curious. My gallery ID is Symtherin. But the build I'm talking about is the next installment of the Starter Home series that we do on this channel, where we go from world to world and build a base game and insert pack here. Starter Home. I've really been enjoying that series, and I hope you guys are too, so I'm not going to give too much away. Your hint for it is Victorian Home. That's it. That's all you get for now. For a second, I want to talk about the roofing feature we have above our front entrance door. I combined a curved, I think, gable roof with a regular pointy gable roof. I hope that's the type of roof. I never really pay attention to the type of roofing I'm putting down at the time, so bear with me with that. But I really like the kind of juxtaposition of the curve and then the point on top. That was a main feature in the inspiration picture I was talking about a little while ago, so it was really fun to kind of try and bring that about. And I liked combining the different roof trims. We have, I think that roof trim is either from the For Rent expansion pack or Lovestruck. The recent packs have actually been giving us some really cool new, like, intricate roofing trims, which I think is really fun to kind of play around with. I think before some of those roof trims, we only really had like the typical base game roof trims and then the ones from Island Living. We also got some from Cottage Living, so both of those are like more straw hut kind of thing. So it's really nice to see that we're starting to get some more textures to kind of play with in game. I think that's very important, especially if you are spending your money on an expansion pack. You don't want more of the same. You want something different, and so that you can kind of combine the features you have with other packs in base game and make something new and unique and fresh. As we continue on with landscaping, you'll see I'm pulling out a ton of stuff from the debug menu. You guys know me and the debug menu are tight. I love that thing. It's always on. It's always available for me. And honestly, if it's not, I cannot build. I'm even at the point where I have Twisted Mexie's Better Build By mod, where I keep all of my cheats on. It keeps move objects on, it keeps the debug cheats on, all that good stuff. And when I don't have it or I'm waiting for a patch or anything, I really can't play the game, or I'm sitting there like, how do I enter cheats in a cheat bar again? Like, what? And what are the cheats? I always have to look them up. It's so sad. I used to have them memorized by heart. I understand I am very spoiled and privileged that I am able to actually use that kind of mod, because on other consoles you can't, so sorry. But because of it and the debug menu, I was able to actually kind of make unique stairs here in the front and have these stone pillars. I love it. I really love how it came out, and I think I've done this before in other builds. I just can't remember. Here we are picking out some flowers. I wanted to get some kind of red flowers, like roses or something in here to kind of bring out more reds. But of course, my game is in fall, so you know, the landscaping and bushes don't look as alive and they kind of look dead. But I feel like this one that I pull out, I think it's from base game. It's not even from the debug menu, actually. I just size it up and kind of use the tool mod to sink it into the ground to make it look fuller and, I don't know, more bushy like, I guess. It does the trick. You can see enough red, I think, to kind of get the idea. But I'm definitely curious to see what this build will look like in the spring or the summer when everything's more fleshed out and full of life and not so dead looking. As much as I love the fall in The Sims and in real life, I hate when like plants and things just start looking dead. I love the process of the trees and their leaves changing color and falling and how all the fallen leaves look on the ground. It's so pretty. It's like confetti. It's like glitter, but less annoying, you know, because glitter gets everywhere. But I guess leaves can also get everywhere, but that's outside. That's not inside. Okay. Anyway, enough rambling on that. I hate the winter when everything looks really dead, especially the trees and the sun's going down earlier in the day. And it's that seasonal depression just sets in, you know? And it's just, I'm not looking forward to that. But that's why I also really do love spring, because everything comes back to life. I feel like I'm being like defrosted. If you guys get me, you get me. And if you do, like this video. Here's the real fun part of the build though, where we're decorating for Halloween. We get Patchy. I'm pretty sure Patchy stays. We have pumpkins. I'm getting these tombstones. I really lean heavy into the Spooky Day stuff pack seasons, and there was like a free holiday kit pack kind of thing that came out many years ago. I think it's just called Holidays. Cottage Living is another pack I leaned on because of the pumpkins. They have really great fun shaped pumpkins in the debug menu. However, my favorite piece of decoration we have not pulled out yet, I get a skeleton from a pack, I think Get to Work, because I tried Jungle Adventure, but it only had the 3 skeletons kind of side by side, but Get to Work has a skeleton because of the doctor career, and I sized him up because of, you probably have seen it online or in your own neighborhoods, but these 6-foot tall skeletons that cost a fortune. I want one so bad, and I had to put it in The Sims, especially after seeing my friend Sierra, who's also here on YouTube. I'm going to try and link her down below as well. If not, she's usually in the comments section. You'll see her. Hey Sierra. But she did it in a recent build. Here he is. I guess I didn't record me pulling him out, but he's up there now. She did it and I was like, that is genius. Where has this been all my life? Why didn't I think of this? Like, oh my god, she's so smart. But anyway, where was I? I will know that I've made it in life when I have a 6-foot tall skeleton and the skeleton dogs that are really big. I want one of those. I actually picked up from Home Depot the smaller skeleton dog and the smaller skeleton cat, and they are so cute. And they howl and hiss and I love them so much, and my dog and cat don't really get it. They just kind of look at me like, what? What? It's really funny, but I love them. They're so cute. And my mom was with me when I bought it and she was like, are you gonna put it outside? I was like, outside? I can't enjoy it outside. I'm inside. No, they're inside, okay? And they're gonna stay inside. They're also not that big to really display outside. I mean, I guess I could have like tied them to a railing or something, but no, I want them near. I want to see them all the time, because not that I like never leave my house, but there are some days that I don't, because I have like a hybrid work schedule where I can work from home some days, and if I don't need to leave the house, I'm not going to. I was very fortunate during the pandemic to have that kind of mindset already. Unlike, I think I've talked about it before, I was living with my sister at the time, and she was so stir crazy because she's a social butterfly. We're complete opposites in that sense, but I was really living my best life. Pretty soon we'll be moving to the interior of this build. Oh, there we go. Sooner than I thought. Yay. Here, I'm trying to figure out where the kitchen's gonna go, and I thought it was gonna go on this side, but I ended up putting it on the opposite side. It just felt too squish over here and kind of, I don't know. When I'm building, I definitely don't mind a squishy kitchen, but if the living room is so much bigger than the kitchen, it just makes no sense to me, you know, because technically I can put a kitchen and dining here, and then the other space could be a living, and that's what we did. We are pairing these green Dream Home Decorator counters with the vampire cabinets. There we go. I don't think I've ever used these Dream Home Decorator counters in this green swatch before, but for some reason, I was like really loving them. I don't know, I can't explain it. I felt like it kind of fit perfect in here, and it really sparked the rest of the build and the theme, where we kind of lean into a lot of greens, oranges, and yellows. It's a very strange, almost pastel-y like color palette, but I wouldn't call it pastel too much. Maybe there are some pastel moments, but I don't know. Hopefully you get it. Some blues sneak in here as well and all that good stuff. But we are going to clutter up this kitchen. We get a microwave in here. We get some fall decor. You're going to see I keep selecting different packs and stuff, like filtering by different packs so that I can get a lot of fall themed decor in here, a lot of stuff from seasons, like I said before, and spooky day stuff is really fun. The dining table, I actually used this one from Eco Lifestyle, Eco Living, whatever it's called. I don't know. I can't keep track anymore. There's so many packs. But I used this one with like kind of the chevron, I think, pattern. If I'm like totally not getting that pattern very well, please don't yell at me. I'm not a fashionista, but I know I like that pattern. Anyway, I felt like that table added the texture that this kitchen dining space needed. And here we're adding like some shelving, kind of mixing and matching a little bit, which I thought was kind of fun with this light wood, the dark brown, and like green wood tones. We're getting some wall decor, and we're just going to keep adding pumpkins and things everywhere. I imagine the Sims who live here really love Halloween. I think I mentioned that, but their favorite activity in the fall is pumpkin carving, hence all of the pumpkins everywhere. I think on the table I put these little pumpkin carving tools around that are in the debug menu, but the pumpkin carving table is out on the back porch, and now I'm sitting here thinking, how many times can you say pumpkin carving in 5 seconds? Because wow, that was a mouthful. I have done pumpkin carving a couple of times, like, but not many. I think I did it with my parents when I was younger, at least once. And then my boyfriend and I did it, I think the first year we were together, first or second year we did it because I was like, let's do a cute little pumpkin carving moment. But oh my god, guys, they're so messy. I can't do it. I really can't. Even though back then I didn't have dogs, and now it's kind of beneficial because, well, one, I don't like pumpkin. I am not a pumpkin girly. I like to call myself basic, but that is where I draw the line. Okay, I'm more of an apple cider versus a pumpkin spice. You know, give me that apple pie, a la mode, a nice scoop of ice cream, caramel drizzle. But yeah. Anyway, I don't like the pumpkin, so it really made no sense for me to do any pumpkin carving because you got to scoop out the insides. But now I have dogs, well, a dog who eats pumpkin literally every day because that's a good healthy treat, good for their digestion. So having a pumpkin carving session probably wouldn't hurt. However, I know you can also paint pumpkins, which actually might be more up my alley. So I don't know, maybe I can find time to do it this month. We'll see. It's been a pretty busy month, but if I don't get to it this year, I'm definitely going to make a mental note and do it next year. But have you guys done either pumpkin carving or pumpkin painting? Is it something you do often, or is it something you're like, I'd rather do different fall activities like apple picking? I love apple picking. My favorite part of apple picking was one, always the little petting zoo, because at least the place I went had like some goats and some llamas and some chickens, and so cute, smelly, but absolutely adorable. But my real favorite thing about it was always getting the fresh apple cider donuts right off the farm. So good, really. Like when I tell you I'm an apple girly, I'm an apple girly. And apple cider for life. Okay. Same with like, how could I forget Laffy Taffy apples? Whatever you call it's probably not Laffy Taffy apples. Laffy Taffy's a candy. So taffy apples. Okay. Those are really good too. Ooh, now I'm really craving apples. Well, our kitchen and dining room look like they are complete. We have our little office space down here too, which later on, I don't remember if I do it on camera, but I do pull out one of the ghosty wallpapers from, it's the spooky stuff kit. Not kit, stuff pack. So many things, but I've never been able to use those before, and I was really trying to make it work in this build, but I felt like I couldn't do it on like a large surface of wall. But right there by the desk, it actually looked really cute. So hopefully you guys think so as well. In the entryway, we are just getting some clutter. I thought about maybe moving this window or trying to add this mirror, but it just wasn't working out. So yeah, we skip it. Oh, I do get a little mirror up here. This one's from, I think, Movie Hangout stuff. It's really cute, honestly. I need to use it more. Paranormal stuff is another pack that makes a big difference in here, and Crystal Creations. All of these cool packs just really combine and work together very nicely. I'm very excited to see how the new Sims 4 Life and Death expansion pack kind of works alongside these items, because I can only imagine they're going to work well with them, like with vampires and all of the other occult themed packs we have in the game, which I know everyone's always asking for more occulty type things, but I feel like we have a lot. I'm always happy for more, and I'm really excited for like tarot card reading coming to the game. That's so exciting. But at this point, besides maybe fairies, I don't know what else anyone would want. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a certain occult that you would love to have. I absolutely would love to have fairies, because I can only imagine the build buy items would be gorgeous, especially like the Sims team has been doing wonders for the build buy catalog. Okay, I have loved the quality of items recently, and I can just imagine how well they would do fairy core. But also, I get it. Fairies are very in. I feel like they've always been in. But if you're like me and you've read Akatar at all, love that series so, so much. Actually, funny story. Okay, we're going on a tangent. Bear with me. I started listening to the like dramatized Akatar audiobooks because I wanted to reread them, but not actually sit down and read them, because I've recently read them, right? But I was like, I kind of want to revisit the world again. I kind of miss it. Those audiobooks, the way they're dramatized, is like a whole different experience of listening to audiobooks. If you guys haven't, I definitely highly suggest you do it. Some of the Akatar, now I say some of them, are included on Spotify Premium, because that's how I started listening to them. And I got maybe 2 books in. I'm looking at the books right now to try and jog my memory, but I think it's just 2 books in. And then you can't get the acting dramatized version of it. You can do the regular version of the audiobook. And I tried to do that just to kind of continue the story. But oh my god, I was like, why is this so bland? And I was like, wow, okay. So that is on hold for now. But I totally get the hype for fairies. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. I also love dragons, though. If you guys haven't read Forked Wing and Iron Flame, you definitely should, because very good. Those were the books I read right after Akatar. And there's a new one coming out in January, Onyx Storm, that I already pre-ordered. And I'm so excited for that. So if any of you guys want to like ever talk about these kinds of books or anything, let me know. Hit me up, okay? I'm always down for a good book chat. Well, while I was rambling, we pretty much figured out the layout of our living room. We got the ghosty wallpaper up. I'm trying to figure out how to add more interest to this wall back here because I felt like it was missing something. So, as a result, I end up putting a shelf up and just a little bit of clutter, not too much really. We've got some more fall decor, of course, some candles, because what's cozier than candles in the fall? Probably rain and candles in the fall. But we also have a fireplace, which can only add to the ambiance, you know, so it would look really cozy. I did try and figure out how to use this like end table with the ghosty like cover on it, but that's when I was like, no, this isn't working, and I put a fireplace. I did get the chair though. That chair is from the Spooky Stuff Pack, of course, and I thought it was kind of like a little cute quirky kind of decoration. Like maybe the rest of the year they don't have that cover on it, right? Unless they really love spooky season, maybe they do. But I thought that would be fun, and I almost kind of want to get one for my own chair. Just kind of like, it's cute. I don't know, it gives you a little like quirky, spooky vibe. After we finish up this living room and kind of cluttering it up a little bit, we're going to, I believe, work on the bathroom next. We have 2 bathrooms in this build, and they are 100% identical. Because when I finished decorating the one down here, I realized the one upstairs is exactly the same size tile wide, you know? And I was like, oh, I can just copy and paste. So builders out there who hate doing bathrooms, and if you have a home with multiple bathrooms, try and make them the same size, and then you can just copy and paste. That's a little trick from Symtherin up there for you. Although I love doing bathrooms. I think I was just like being lazy for this one. I don't know. This build also has 2 bedrooms. I mentioned it earlier that this is for like a small family of Sims, so about 2 to 3 Sims. I kind of maybe imagined it was like a single mom, but it doesn't have to be. There's room for a pair of parents, you know, however, whichever route you want to go with that. But definitely one child sim, and the child sim's bedroom is down here on the first floor, which is a lot different than what I've done before. Previously, and in almost every build, if I have a family home and we have a bedroom on the first floor, typically that would be either the parents' bedroom or the grandparents' bedroom if you're doing like a generation home, or a guest bedroom / office. I think it just makes sense to have like the older Sims on the first floor as kind of more of a safety measure, maybe? I don't know. I think about it, like if I had a child and we had 2 bedrooms and we had a first floor, you know, first floor bedroom, second floor bedroom, I don't think I would want them on the first floor. I feel like that gives them too much power. You know, like, okay, if it was me and I was the kid and my bedroom's on the first floor, obviously snacks for days. Okay, like my parents are upstairs sleeping. Snacks for days. And I don't know, it might be easier to sneak out maybe? I guess it depends on how like heavy your parents are for sleeping. My parents were very heavy sleepers, and we'll leave it at that. Anyway, here's the bathroom. It's very purple and orange and very fall color themed vibes. It's really fun. I love it. And it came together pretty quickly, so that was great. Here we are working on the kids' bedroom. Now, the whole like thing that sparked this kids' bedroom are these 2 banners. These are drawings of gnomes. Oh my god, they are adorable. I posted this on Twitter too, because like, what? Where did these come from? They're actually in seasons, and what I did was I just searched for gnomes. And I did that for like a different build, so I didn't even discover them for this build, but I knew I wanted to do a kid's bedroom with these in mind, right? So, anyway, I searched for gnomes for some reason, found those, and they were super cute. and now I'll never forget them. And I don't know where they're hiding or how they're hiding because it's literally titled like gnome paper something, right? Like it's very blatant right out there. So I don't know if they're like behind a unlockable or a debug item. I think they cost money though. So I'm gonna have to actually explore that a little further and get back to you guys. Here we are just adding a lot of clutter and wall decor and toys and things. There's a little corner in this room you can see where I put like that cardboard spaceship and that wall hanging piece that is for like infants or whatever. So I felt like that was maybe left over from when this kid was little. And this corner is just a place they throw toys. It's not really like a place you can get to. It's not really functional. It's just kind of the messy side of the room, you know? I pulled out this pumpkin rug, but I'm gonna layer it with another rug, so don't worry. But I really wanted to add some Halloween touches here, thinking whichever parent is obsessed with Halloween is just like, here, I found this cute rug, we're putting it in your bedroom, kind of thing, you know? Like, this sim loves TJ Maxx, okay? Or Home Goods, or the Aldi's shame aisle. Like, you name it, because I get fed these videos all the damn time. I really do. And it takes everything in me not to run to the store and buy everything. It really does. My poor wallet would hate me for it. Yikes. I say that, but I actually literally just bought these 3 little cute Halloween gnomes. Oh my god, I should post them somewhere. Remind me down in the comments below if you guys want to see those gnomes, to post them somewhere, either on my Instagram stories or on Twitter or both. We'll see. But I love those guys. They're so cute. I have a new obsession with gnomes. I think I should maybe explain that a little bit. My grandma had a gnome, and growing up I was like, my grandma loves gnomes, so cute. So one year I got her another gnome of her favorite football team, and ever since I kind of started giving her gnomes for different like holidays and things. I got her some for Valentine's Day. I got her some for St. Patrick's Day, and before I knew it, I was buying some for me as well. I have a coffee bean gnome. I love him. He's at my coffee station. I have some Halloween ones that I just said. I have some Christmas ones. Oh my god, the Christmas one says like, what does he say? He looks like a Christmas tree, and he's holding up a sign, and he's like, is it gnome for the holidays instead of home for the holidays? That might be my grandma's. But there's also another one that says like gnomies instead of homies. I have to pull it out and like see it, but okay. This is the point of the video where I'm getting rambly, if you guys couldn't tell. But here we're just getting some decor, like some decals on the wall. But yikes, I am really getting rambly. Sorry, bear with me. Because now I just can't stop thinking about gnomes. We're on to the final bedroom. I decorated the hallway off camera. There, it's just a chair and a rug and maybe a lamp or something. I don't know. It's very not that exciting. You'll see it in the playtest, okay? Because at the end of our videos, I've been doing this recently where instead of a tour, we're playtesting my builds before I put them up on the gallery so that you guys, one, if you want it, you are guaranteed to see that I did playtest this, so everything worked when I had it, right? Because I didn't always playtest my builds. And then one random night, I'm just sitting up in bed thinking, yeah, as you do. And I was like, what if I playtest my builds and film it and put it in my videos? That could be fun. And it really scratches that gameplay itch that I get a little bit. Especially I got that recently. Oh! I got the freezer bunnies. We're putting it here, and that reminds me, we have like another week of the Grimm's Reaper's rewards or something to play through that I'm gonna have to do. I am like speed running that just so that I could, you know, unlock the items. I'm kind of cheating my skill levels and everything, and you know, it's a whole thing. But I just want the items, and specifically that bike, which I actually think I got last week. Anyway, are you guys playing that? Let me know in the comments down below if you're enjoying that as well. The bedroom up here is very bright, very orange, and I love it. I don't know, it screams fall to me, but I also feel like it can kind of roll with the other seasons as well. And I like it. It's really bright and fun and cozy, and that was really the vibe we had here. But we have our bed, we have a little shelf. Over here we get the dresser, and I think I pull out a grandfather clock. I get it in the green swatch. I put the suitcase here, and the sim also will have their own like little working desk space with a computer, so that, you know, sometimes sharing a computer with a kid is very hard, especially if they or you are into gaming. You know, I wouldn't know. I don't have kids right now, but that's neither here nor there. We are at the end of the video though, so I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build part of it, and I hope you stick around to see the playtesting. Hint, at the end of playtesting, if you like stick through with it, there's like some little bonus clips of weird stuff that happened either before, during, or after my playtesting. So stay tuned for that. This is the little office nook, so honestly, everything your sim needs. And yeah, we have a few seconds before we actually jump into live mode or live mode, whatever you want to call it. I call it live. No, I call it live mode. What am I talking about? Anyway, okay, I am very rambly. Let's hop into live mode. Welcome back to another playtesting with Sim. We are all decorated, as you guys saw, obviously in the speed build for spooky season. We've got our pumpkins, our gargoyle, we have our 6-foot tall skeleton friend. I love that. And don't forget this little guy up here, our good old friendly neighborhood spider. Alright, I guess the first thing Sim wants to test out is the TV, which usually those are pretty functional no matter where you have them. But I'm very curious about this chair. She can definitely get to that, but can you sit on this sofa? Even better. I do love that our pretend body pillow back there is scooched far enough back where there's no real visual glitching going on, so that's a win for us. Since you're in here, why don't you light the fire? Make sure that works. We're gonna put it out right away because we're not gonna risk any fires, okay? I guess the only thing that would annoy me is the spider floating around, so if that annoys you, you can definitely delete him. Let's check out the bathroom. You are obsessed with the TV today, and I don't know why. We can take a shower, we can wash our hands, make sure this bathroom here is completely functional. As long as it is, then we know that the one upstairs is functional because it's an exact replica. The only thing here is we don't have curtains. That right here could be a little problemsome if you're into like the realism. And since we're on this side of the house, let's check out the kids' bedroom. Definitely full of a lot of toys. Let's sit, I guess, and maybe relax. Make sure we can get to that bed. I know this corner you can't really get to, but that was kind of done on purpose. Can I rummage for marbles? So that's probably not functional because of some of these over here, I would assume. What if I move them? How about now? No. Is it this guy? Or it could be our little pirate friend too, because he takes up a lot. He has a pretty big footprint. Let's try Pirate Bear first. No. Okay, I think it's our little stuffy. Maybe we can put him on the bench here. Let's try again. Still, you cannot. My next step is to just move this forward and maybe move this guy over here. A lot of these toys can be put in like your Sims inventory, or I guess in the toy box. You still can't get to it. What if it's like right here? Is it because I sized it down? No. It's not because of any of that. Found Lumber Jackson Red. Oh, and the welcome wagon is here. There aren't any marbles to rummage for. Okay, well, that'll be it. You are already in the kitchen. You already had a veggie dog. Let's just, I guess, invite everyone in just because. I did have something on top of here. Oh, a bowl of candy up here. So that must have gotten deleted because I used the tool mod for that. But I know you have all of these leftovers, but we are going to cook something because I just realized I don't have any clear counter space actually. So this might actually be an issue. I almost did vegetable dumplings. Wait, where's our there it is. That is what I thought. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I am going to take this and put it, oh, we can just put it up there, I guess. Okay, let's try this again. Resume. Is it because you can't get it? How about now? Resume. Can we not use this one? We could just move our microwave here. And I could just size it down. I'm pretty sure it'll still work. We can test it out in just a second. Resume. There we go. We've got the kitchen working. I'm putting my tortilla dog away before someone eats it. I don't care if you like or not like my design choices, Moira. Oh my god. Awful neighbors, to be honest. I really love the mix of like the greens and orange tones in this build. I feel like it just lightens up the fall mood, if you know what I mean. Usually my autumnal builds are like very dark and moody, but this is actually great. You don't have to eat it. Well, I guess you're hungry. You can eat it. Let's actually test this microwave. Let's make hot water. That's a thing, but no hot chocolate. I make my hot chocolate in the microwave. I guess you can do it on the stovetop too, but microwave is just so much more convenient, you know? Yep, that still works. Awesome. Here, I just want to see if I can actually carve a pumpkin. Great. How's your hot water? Exciting. You're holding it like it's definitely not hot. Where did you put that? Yep, that works, but we're not going to waste our time actually carving it right now. Let's make sure we can play some kind of game. Oh, do I still have to sit first? You know, that's something I'm surprised they haven't fixed yet. How you have to actually sit first and then use the computer? Yeah, it's so backwards. I think our first floor here is pretty functional, so I'm pretty happy with it as it is right now. Let's go upstairs. This one should be nice and easy. We've got a lot more orange up here. Let's sit. You can stop playing. Just to be sure, we will take our time and actually test this bathroom. And then we'll just have to make sure this bedroom works. Great. And I saw her wash her hands, so I'm not going to make her brush her teeth. We are going to come and relax. We have our little freezer bunnies from the Grimm rewards event thing. I saw them in the catalog and I was like, oh, I should use these somewhere. And I thought they were cute. Okay, great. That works. We are going through this so fast, so speedy. I can't believe our welcome wagon's here so late. Like, get out of my house. Oh, that's so nice. You can sit and look out the window. The windows are kind of high up, but I guess you can look at the tree. And then let's make sure you can try on some outfits. Oh, look at you. Okay. Okay, guys, that is it for our blue Tudor autumnal build. It is now up on the gallery for you guys to download if you so choose to. It's fully functional, all set and ready to go. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see next or any of that, let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, have a fantastic day. Bye! And goodbye to you guys. Welcome wagon. Adios. You ever gonna leave? Everyone else went through the tunnel. Also, if you put this build on this lot, you will always have plenty of food. You know, no need to actually cook or have a functional kitchen, I guess. And I found the mug. It's floating.